I am your host, Feuerglatze, and this is the game, Torment of Numenera. Let me just take a look if everything's set up correctly, and it is. Yes, it is. I am. I'm using some new webcam settings that I hope will be as good as they are right now, even under different lighting conditions. But as far as it looks, it's pretty good. I deactivated the right light setting on my Logitech webcam, whatever that was supposed to do. But there's a right light setting, and there's also an auto light setting. Right light TM. I don't know what kind of technology they think they were going to do there, but there's really no difference if I activate it or deactivate it. In fact, when I activate it, the picture is a little worse because I'm moving slower. There are less frames. You get the feeling that it's not a 30 FPS camera, as low as that is already, but a 15 FPS camera, and it's not. So I deactivated it, and we can continue with our adventures through the 9th world. Now, we are here. Mic check. This went too smoothly, so I think something bad should happen, but everything's fine. Everything's fine, isn't it? Everything is fine. We are in the Valley of Dead Heroes. Or rather, right now, we are not anymore in the Valley of Dead Heroes, but in the Necropolis entrance. The Valley of Dead Heroes is, and let's just load the save game so I can show you. It's a place where people are interred, so it's a huge graveyard for heroes, but also other people. And there are two factions here. The Memorialists, lying here and playing dead or being dead. And they're called the Children of the Endless Gate. And so the Memorialists think that this world, the 9th world, this real world, is nothing but the afterlife. And our real bodies are interred in this necropolis, which we could enter here if this whisper lock wasn't there. And that's what the Memorialists think. But the Children of the Endless Gate, they are a sub-faction of the Dendra Uhur, the people that eat other people in order to gain their memories. And they're worse than the Dendra Uhur. The Dendra Uhur only eat people when they are dead. The Children of the Endless Gate kill people
let's get moving.
So that they are dead and can be eaten. We don't want that. We don't want to be eaten. And we certainly don't want some innocent memorialists to be killed by these cultists. Other infos about the Order of the Endless Gate. The Children. Children Order. So many stuffs. This is their symbol. Worshippers of your caste of Brother Inifer. The Children of the Endless Gate are a splinter sect of the Dendra Uhur. They seek to free the spirits of the living from the prisons of their bodies. The children use the blood of their victims to draw the symbol of the Endless Gate. This is it. If the gate opens, the cultists hurl their screaming victims into the nightmare beyond. The children pray to the entity within the Endless Gate in the hope that it will calm the turmoil in their own lives, or that it will grant them its power. And the Memorialists, they inhabit the Valley of Dead Heroes, tending the monuments and tombs. They teach that the 9th world is the afterlife, and that the valley contains the graves of every person on Earth. They claim that if the living of the 9th world find the graves of who they were in life, the 9th world will become a true paradise. Conversely, if more of them forget their true selves, the world will slide into utter chaos. Thus, the Memorialists maintain the graves, hoping the world will at last come to its senses. I think it's way too late for that. I think the world has lost any sense. Is there... While we're here at the Codex, let's just see if there's anything... If there's anything... More info that we can... That's useful in this instant. In the place that we are at. No. The Sorrow, always interesting, but no. Modern Abacus, no. Valley of Dead Heroes. This is where we are. Northeast of Sargus Cliffs, a pair of mountain ranges surrounds the Valley of Dead Heroes. The valley is utterly lifeless, but it is filled. I am spitting everywhere. I'm so sorry for my... Sorry for? Two? I'm so sorry for my poor little monitor that has to shower in my spit. The valley is utterly lifeless, but it is filled with shrines, statues, and cenotaphs. Many of these monuments were constructed by hands dead for millennia. Oddly, no corpses are buried in the valley. Oh. They are entombed in, that's what I was saying, in the Necropolis, which lies directly beneath the valley floor. And this is the Necropolis. The countless dead of innumerable worlds find their eternal repose in the honeycomb cells of the Necropolis. Every single cell here is a tomb. Each civilization comes here through some strange compulsion, using the vast storage of the enormous cavern beneath the valley to preserve the memories of their absent compatriots. And no doubt one could spend years exploring the vaults. And the 11th of not interesting, at least not right now. No. Imbitu? Why, he's one of the Dendro Hur, but not interesting. And these are our companions. So, the current situation is this quest, Endless Horror. The children of the Endless Gate have made a slaughterhouse of the valley. The only way they leave is if I can close their gate in the Necropolis somehow. So it's open. Okay. If the gate's in the Necropolis, then the first step will be to find a way into the Necropolis tombs. Also, we have gotten a note from Phoenix, who I think he's also has some kind of amnesia and doesn't know who he is, and that's why he gave himself the name Phoenix. And nothing, he couldn't find anything but a note on his person. And what's in that note? It says 1535. Maybe this will become important. And apart from that... Oh. This is also important right now, because I showed you the Whisper Log, the bubble that hinders us in entering the Necropolis. The Memorialists have placed a Whisper Log on the Necropolis teleport terminal. Ah, it's a teleport. That explains why all of this is possible. It's impossible to enter the tombs beneath until the log is removed. I think there's... I was playing with a... Do you know what a dead cat is? Have you ever heard the term dead cat? One word, not a dead cat, but a dead cat? If you don't, or if you didn't, I will not tell you until you take a guess. But this dead cat left some hairs on my eyelashes, I think. Maybe she will give me the passcode. Yes, maybe. But also, Eritus, our faithful companion, who's an overly impulsive glaive, who's as heroic as he believes himself to be, we learned something from him. We learned that he was a farmer And in this Valley of Dead Heroes found a box that he opened, and since then, he's not himself anymore. And the golden glow that surrounds him and his heroic attitude seems to be a symptom of whatever entered his body when he opened that box. Wait, I feel I have more whiskers everywhere. Okay, okay. Anything new here? No. Now, let's talk. Ooh, I think this is the first time that I see that they drew the symbol of the Endless Gate here as well. Anything on my monitor that I want to change? No, brightness, everything looks super duper. Okay. Klinkar, what about you? We have spoken to him before. I think we should not help the children of the Endless Gate, but side with the memorialists because we are good people and don't kill people to eat them. Of course, you make the choices, so you can always step in and say that we should do otherwise, but that's just my opinion as of right now, as long as you don't say anything else. We have spoken to Jaylene, we have spoken to Motley, haven't we? The piebald man watches you approach, a sour smile pulling at the edges of his lips. You're back. I don't suppose you've learned anything. Did someone named Kiatawa come through here? The Dendracha, yes. His mouth curls in a slight sneer. She came to the valley some time ago. She went down to see Lord Inifair before the memorialists locked us out. She's probably still down there. If you wish to see her, find the code. You know, in the German language, a comma would have helped here with pronunciation. I know that I am always switching and changing voices from one stream to the next because I can't remember how I did them, apart from my companions because they have their own voices and I try to imitate them. But hey, who gives a shit? The passcode is Najma. How do we know? I keep looking. 4135 Najma. Where have we heard that name? Was it an oddity? What was it? Najma. Najma. I wrote that down. I have 1535 Phoenix because that's what this note says. But 4135 Najma, I don't recall. No big deal. Utwag Los. Let's talk to you. The short, red-haired man has vivid green eyes that emanate a mix of sadness, lost dreams, and hope. The stranger sizes you up and for a second you feel true interest in your persona. But then he looks away, lost in his thoughts. A moment later he turns back and smiles. This smile is like his eyes, full of shards of emotions, caution, cynicism, fear, and friendliness. His arms are tight and he looks like he's been beat up pretty badly. I'm Utwag, by the way. Utwag Los, and leader of these sad sacks. Wish we could meet under better circumstances. Can you tell me about yourself? He straightens, though it's clear the effort pains him. I'm an explorer and do-gooder, self-proclaimed. For some reason he smirks at the stout man next to him when he says this. I've been all over the world, had every occupation and hardship you could imagine. Well, I even had my luck stolen from me. And you know what I learned on all of that? You can do anything if you work for it. Anything. Anything more? Luckless. How did you get there? He leans forward conspiratorially. Let me tell you. We left the oasis some weeks ago, tracking a tale of deceit and fabled Numenera. We were hired to find something called a world string, a tiny contraption that can spin a web so fine it's all but invisible, but so strong it can slice the world in two if someone had the means and the mind for it. No idea if it actually exists, but that's how it all started. A world string. That sounds like a very interesting item. Well, there we were, out in the Verxulian wastes, when we happened across a broken hound the size of a griffalo. Something had irritated it, so we decided to seek shelter and wait for nightfall, to see if it might not range a little further from the route we wanted to take. I was looking for just such a place when something slammed into me and knocked me down into this valley. Narve and Jenkins followed, of course, and we ran into these fine memorialists in a bit of trouble. Now, I never want to turn down a challenge or people in need. It's almost a curse, you might say. So, of course, we agreed to help them lock their Necropolis. After that, well, you can see what happened after that. Who are your companions? He tilts his head toward the rat-like man near him. That's Narve the Blessed. Meanest bastard this world has ever seen. Except that he keeps messing it up somehow. Rat-like, huh? That's the brush you're painting me with? Bah! He scowls and turns away. He gestures with his hand to the earnest-looking man with a smile. And that's Jenkins the Jinxed. Always around to help, especially when you don't need it. Did you say you needed help, boss? No, friend. Or at least there's nothing you don't already know about. Companions. Jenkins the Jinxed and Narve the Blessed. Narve. Do you know the passcode? I'm afraid I don't. Talira there didn't tell us. And just between you and me, I'm glad we don't know it. One of us would have given it up for sure by now. Okay, farewell. Don't forget about us, right? Right. Let's go to Ratman. This stout fellow has a cruel scowl and beady eyes. He is unkempt and dressed in clothes that don't quite fit. In a low, gruff voice, he seems to be muttering to himself about some plot or other going wrong. His hands are bound and constantly working at the cords, as if they have a life of their own. Name's Narve. Narve the Blessed, if you can believe that, which I can't. Can you tell me about yourself? I'm an explorer and a villain, the worst villain you'll ever meet. And by that I mean that no matter what I try to pull, it somehow ends up helping people. Blessed indeed. How did you get here? He leans forward and talks to you in low tones. It was all Utwag's fault. God's damn do-gooder can't help himself. We're on a quest, he calls it. For this fabled string or whatever, I figured it's my chance to off him once and for all. We came across this enormous broken hound, so I tossed a few rocks at it to get its attention. Well, Utwag wouldn't fight it or run. No, he calmed it down and left it alone. So I tried a second time, shoving Utwag down a mountainside when he got too close. As luck would have it, I lost my balance and fell down with him, cause idiot Jenkins follows us to help. He puffs out a blast of air. That That's how we got to this valley. When these moralists asked for our help, we all saw an opportunity. Jenkins to help, Utwag to grow on his path or whatever, and me finally to do Utwag in. He shakes his head sadly. Then those cultists caught out before I could try anything. I tell you, nothing ever goes my way. Who are your companions? The red-headed fellow, he's Utwag Los. In a hushed tone, he adds, I've been trying to kill him for about 12 years now. He leans back and indicates the smooth-faced man. And the young pup there is Jenkins the Jinxed. He'll want to help you. Don't let him. He leers at the young man, who smiles back at him as if he just said the nicest thing. Again. Dumb-looking one. Okay. Don't ask why I'm still with him. I haven't figured it out yet. Do you know the passcode? He splutters in laughter. Do you think I'd still be sitting here if I did? Let them have the damn Necropolis. Keeping out ain't worth all this. Good riddance. Jenkins the Jinxed. Hello. This young man smiles up at you shyly, his left eye sealed shut by a combination of grime and blood. The rest of his body hasn't fared much better, and the cords around his wrists and ankles have rubbed his flesh raw. He sees you staring and shakes his head so hair falls over his ruined eye. Can I help you? He asks politely. Who are you? I'm Jenkins. Jenkins the Jinxed. He wrinkles his nose. It was my first choice of name, believe me, but I don't really mind it anymore. It's kind of apt. He looks you over, then shuffles forward a little, leaning closer. You see, I really like to help people, but I have a habit of getting lost, he says in what he clearly thinks is a whisper. I'll camp down for the night with my party, and by morning, they'll all be gone. He stares up at you in wide-eyed wonderment. It's a terrible curse, really it is. He kicks at the floor and sighs. Utwag and Narve are the only people I never lost, he says morosely. Not for lack of trying. Don't worry, Narve, I'll never try to lose you. So he wants to help but can't, and he wants to kill but can't. Okay. How did you get here? Well, we came across the wastes, he says pensively. The Virtualian wastes, of course, not the Tempest wastes. The Narve pushed Utwag down a sand dune and he tumbled into this gravestone valley. Almost broke his neck. I'm glad he didn't, though. Then we ran into these memorialists who asked for our help. They wanted to lock the Necropolis from these cultists. Of course, I said yes, but well, we weren't so lucky. But at least we kept them out. What are you gonna do? Who are your companions? The red-haired one is Utwag Los, our leader. He's been all over the world, you know. He's famous. Jenkins gives you a nod, his face serious, as if to impress upon you the gravity of the situation. The other fellow is Narve. He tries to hurt people, but it never turns out right. What? His eyes widen and he looks around worriedly. I don't hurt people. He smiles and leans in toward you. I like him. You're bound and bruised and you ask if I need help? He looks at the cords that bind him, testing them experimentally. I mean, I know you're probably right, but couldn't you need help anyway? He looks up at you hopefully. Maybe just a little bit of help? Actually, I do need to know the passcode for the whisper log. I don't think if we ask him that, I feel this will turn out badly and take a turn for the worse if I do ask him for the passcode. He is jinxed after all. I invite you to step in, dear viewers and watchers and people. Not at the moment, thanks. I mean, I have played it before, so what's the worst that could happen? Not at the moment, thanks. I see. Well, if you ever need a helping hand, a helping pair of bound hands, I'll be right here. He beams up at you, apparently unaffected by his own words. Just so you know. I think you and I are going to get along splendidly, Otis says. Jenkins seems momentarily taken aback and ducks his head shyly. You're the first person ever to say that to me. He sniffles and wipes at his eyes. How? Otis leans down and clasps him on the shoulder, and the two of them bask silently in mutual affection. Okay, that's what Jenkins says. Again. I think this is some kind of, one is always telling the truth, one is always lying, and the other one, you know, is like a riddle. Okay, let's talk to her.
At last.
Her. What's her name? Talira Kyo. But let's look cool doing that. This middle-aged woman sits stoically, her hands bound in front of her legs. The sleeves of her robe have fallen from her wrists, and you catch sight of a yellow and purple bruising above the lacerations from her tightly cinched bonds. Hallo, Roxy! Why? Warum telefonieren? Wenn du es erzählen möchtest. Wenn du musstest. Klingt es nach important stuff. If you had to make a call. Achso, yeah. I'm not telling anyone. Until 4 o'clock. Okay. It's 6, right? Yeah, not an 18. It's hard to see from this distance, even with the glasses. Anything new with you? I mean, at work, why can you... do you have an office all by yourself? And did I ask that before? Oh, Shiroxy, I feel with you. That hurts. Forgot to save. That's the classic problem. The classic gaming problem. Nur mal eine kurze Frage. Das weißt du ja. Für Probleme ist ja auch dieser Stream da und jeder, der seine Problemchen hat, kann sie gerne mal erzählen. Und da reden wir auch gerne drüber. Und ist es dir unangenehm, dass Leute einfach sehen, dass du weinst? Oder ist es dir unangenehm, dass das Ex-Venture vielleicht nochmal hier das sehen könnte? Weil wenn es das erste ist, würde ich sagen, natürlich werde ich das dann für dich deleten, aber brauchst eigentlich, glaube ich, keine Sorge haben. Ich glaube, das kennen viele Leute, diese Probleme. Wenn es das zweite ist, würde ich sagen, sollten wir auch bei Twitch dann ja noch gucken, dass ich entweder den Stream hier nach lösche auf Twitch oder gucke, inwiefern man den noch bearbeiten kann und man das rausschneiden kann. Was ich nicht weiß, ob das geht. Both. Okay. Then let me just delete the chat so that... No. The bad stuff is gone. It's not in the chat anymore. And you, son, one day I will get you. Let's see. What can we do? Can lower the brightness, which doesn't do anything. Why even? Oh, we can lower more color. No, not more color. Contrast, maybe? That's even worse. And that's not good. Aha. How did that happen? Let's just use these settings. I don't know how, but it worked. Goody. Let's continue with Torment, the Tides of the Numeneras. And let's not use the Whisper Lock here, but kill them in their tracks. Right here, right now. Stupid, endless children gate things. Just had to work with the blinds again. Who are you? Motley. I want to kill you now. What you're doing is wrong. It ends now. As you will it. The pudgy man snarls. He backs away, calling to his comrades. Children, to me! We must protect Lord Inifer. Crisis initiated. Woohoo! Lurker's presence. I don't know what that does. Possession? Huh? Okay, Talira. Whoa, that's... The music is a little too loud, I think. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Talira, what you can do? Gate cultist. Issue challenge? Too far away. Sucker punch. Can we sucker punch with the... No, we can't. What weapon are you using? Still the sting charge. That's a good choice. Ooh, and there are many... Maybe we could use a cipher. Oh, this esoteric. Well, yeah, do that. Be faster. Oh, I can give that to anyone. Okay, then Elegant.
Ready to take on the world.
Hastened. That's good. And out of range. Ah. Okay, then you're the only one that's not out of range. Oh. Okay, let's. +3 +6 +12. Okay, kill that. Kill it, Summer Beach. Yeah. There it is. You fuck her up. Jaylene. Go, metzel dem nieder. Auf jeden Fall. Ah, ist das jetzt mit der Musik etwas besser? Oder immer noch zu laut? Sucker Punch. Sucker Puncher. 19 +1. Ooh, yeah. Let's do that. Sucker Punch. Woo! I don't know what he did, but it was a nice thing he did. Rend. Yeah, you try to rend. Are you confused? Janine the Maith is almost dead. Maybe then it's time to finish it. Oh, who's the one with the 15? That's him. Cultist, Klinkar. Ah, okay, Klinkar. What do you have? Someone gets louder when you don't talk. Could that be that? That is correct. Yes. It's a cool thing you can do with OBS. And it's been like that for I don't like for the last but it's been like that for the last 10 streams or so. Okay, maybe it's you don't like it just because of the loud music. I will try to do something about that. Adaptation protected. That's good. As long as we're still at the same place. Yeah, protect them.
Never felt better than I do right now.
But we can't attack anymore.
Pulling a sliver.
I think you can... Oh, why don't you go there? Lurker's Presence. Whatever that does. Pierce! Ooh! Ah! All lined in a straight line. I understand. That was not smart from me. Warp dash. Sucker punch. Sucker punch. Can we... Armored enemy. They don't seem to be that armored. Ah, I have... This is... I saw that... I never knew that in the first game because I barely fought, but I can see what the stats of this people. I didn't know that. Dazed and bleeding. Nice. 6 physical damage per turn. Oh, then she will die very soon. Okay. Armor 3. Resistance armor 0. Resistance minus 3. Armor 0. Resistance minus 1. Let's try to clean car. Evasion plus 40. But it doesn't say how much damage they do. Okay. I mean, whose turn? It's my turn. Okay. Let's kick Motley's ass. Ooh. What? Light weapon bonus, lucky combatant, flanked. The direct approach? Because I'm flanked, okay. Skill, ooh. Ah, because I have the intellect weapon now. Okay, Motley, A plus 12, clean car, A plus 6. Then, let's attack Motley. Splash. Ooh, that hurt. And try to flank them. Instead of being flanked. Motley's turn. He missed! You missed! Edgy badgy. And you missed again! I missed again. I think I missed again. Oh, okay. And Tybia. She should be dead next turn, right? Tybia. Shoot the cultist! Yes! But can you do that with a sucker punch? 7 plus 3. Or 4 plus 3, which is 7. That's the same thing. Yeah, shoot the cultist.
Faster than you look.
And he missed! You stupid man. You stupid man. Okay. Still. Then just stay there. I don't know. Eritus. You. Fuck. Who should you fuck up? I think Motley. 12 plus 3. Damage. 16 plus 3. Then this one would be dead. She's gonna die anyway. 18 plus 3. Didn't we have Motley? Clint Carr. What about Clint Carr? Where she's? Ah, she's behind the other one. 12 plus 3 and Motley is 12 plus 3. But Clint Carr, I think, is... she's worse. Let's kick her ass. With... Ooh, I'll do the fell swoop. Yeah, I think we will do that. You step right up. Right about here.
Here comes the Boredom Slayer.
And then do the fell swoop to attack all of them. Which I hope will work this time. 12 damage. Okay. I think that it's not the worst thing I did. What? You're distracted? Why? Elegant. Okay. You versus Motley. Only 4 damage? Ah. Inside action is also a very cool thing. I should try to get Eritus to do something. I don't think we need healing right now. Only to one enemy. Ugh. Maybe you should... She's bleeding 6 physical damage. She's got 2 armor. Yeah, she's gonna die the next round. And him as well. Or almost. The gate cultist. Okay, then just go behind Motley so you're not that flanked anymore. And just fuck him up, man. Fuck him up. 4 damage. Or maybe we should use another weapon. Different weapon. We don't have a different weapon. Motley is... He's a tough bastard with his free armor. Still. Do it. Oh, gee.
They have me surrounded.
Yeah, they think they do. Gate cultist, you're bleeding. It looks like it. Oh, you've got 100%. Klinkar. Which has 22. I can't do 22 damage, but I can do 20 damage. Come on! Wooms, Klinkar. That had to hurt. And I can still do a warp dash? Really? One transdimensional damage. Oh, that's nice because all they need is 1 damage. Which ones? Jaylene and this. And okay. Let's do the warp dash. Where was it? There is it. There it is. 35%, 50%. Let's try to move Right here. I want to hit them. Come on!
Try this out.
Boomer!
Me? I'll hit you.
Yes! Ouch! Yeah, she bled to death. Nice. It all works out. It's all going according to plan. Motley. Ah. Gate cultist. 5 plus 3. 5 plus 12. And it would be dead. And where's Motley? There he is. 4 plus 3. Yes, let's kill the gate cultist. You do that, Tibia. Boom! What a shame.
Coming.
And go there. Eratus, with one fell swoop, you kill the gate cultist, don't you? Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. And it's bleeding. And yeah, then you go to... Is Klinka bleeding? Yes, she is. Okay, she's gonna die next turn. Where is Motley? I can't see. The one with the crossbow. Okay. Yeah, then you run. Can't you run between them? Elegant? Because I think... Yeah. Yeah, you do that.
The very soul of action.
Yes, you are. Ha! They all bled to death. Ooh! Damn! Eratus, damn! What? That's the weapon. On hit, confer bleeding. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I like your quick eyes axe. Oh, yeah. Heavy melee weapon. Heavy melee weapon. Oh, Eratus, I love you. Okay. And now that I got Eratus there, maybe I can inside action. No target in range. Arc! Okay. Okay, the only target left is Motley. Okay, elegant. Then just hit him. Where it is? Where he is? There he is. And just try to hit him.
I barely heard it. Try something else.
Then go out of the way. Yes, Elegant, that's correct. You barely hurt him. Why are you so weak, Elegant? I don't understand. Okie dokie, see you soon, Shiraxi! 4 physical damage, 3 chemical. Don't we have something better for you? Medium melee? Melee? I don't remember. Medium weapon. Okay. Medium melee weapon. But with speed. And he's more of a might guy. He's only got 2 speed. No, that's not good. I could give him this. Because he also has 2 edge on intellect, and then I can use the sting charge again. 4 energy damage. 4 and 3. No, all in all, I think this is the better option. Okay, you get dead now, Motley. You get dead.
Didn't see that coming.
And he got done. Thank you, stranger. I cannot express my gratitude enough. The memorialists owe you a great debt. She steps closer, lowering her voice. But though we are safe here now, the true danger still lies beneath. You must stop the children of the Endless Gate. The gate is within the necropolis itself. Close it, and you may free this valley. I will help you any way I can. Tell me about yourself. My true name is Talira Kyo. I was buried here long ago to await the coming of paradise. Talira. What paradise? She considers you anew as if determining your worth. I don't know what the deal with my webcam is. I never understood it. Oof. Was much better before. Ugh. Yeah, this before, that's what I mean. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. My people are the memorialists, those who have discovered that this world is already filled with the dead. Though we walk and talk, we do not live. Such is the paradox we face. The only escape we have is to remember who we were. We have been placed here as a test to see if we, as a people, are deserving of the good that is our birthright. Together we must rediscover our graves and the true names we held in life. If all could do this, paradise awaits. But should all forget, she stares beyond you at a future only she can see. The world will be cut off from paradise forever. The circle of rebirth will continue without purpose or end. This dismal non-life will be all we ever know. It's too bright. What I find a Cottast's Gate. I have learned a great deal while held hostage. These children have loose tongues, all the looser for their insanity. The gate and their lord, Inifer, can be found in the tomb 1254. Go and stop them if you can. How Tournament works? What that I knew. The Necropolis is a vast underground complex, so vast that generations of memorialists have yet to explore it all. The terminal and those like it in the tombs themselves will take you where you want to go through its magic. All you must do is press the correct key sequence, and let's just, clear chat. The ancient memorialists carved numbers into the terminal so that we could more easily record and return to any location we desired. The pedestals in the tombs themselves have additional features. Pressing the central button will return you here, to the surface, while the button surrounding it will take you to an adjacent tomb in either direction. It is through this discovery that we have been able to explore the Necropolis in a more orderly fashion. Do you know Choi? Choi? She cocks her head to one side in thought. I'm afraid I don't. But there are thousands, perhaps millions, of names below. Keep asking those who have spent time down there. One of them may have come across the name you seek. Could I rest here? It is relatively safe, yes. I will keep watch to ensure it. Just let me know whenever you wish to retire. Okie dokie. Farewell, friend and savior. Ooh, loot. Mace. Who needs a mace? Shadow flower, oddity.
On it.
Ooh. Stuff. Buzzer. Battle axe.
On it.
Another puzzle.
Why not?
Yeah, Yes. This is how we got the name Najma.
Yes, lad?
No, not you. Could someone please step away? I want to pick that up. Oh, this will.
Sure enough.
This will not do.
I'm going.
Oh shit. Okay. Utwag. Again. Do you know of Choi? Thanks for your help, friend. We might have made it, but I'm glad we didn't have to take the chance. No, friend, sorry. But if she's dead, you should ask the memorialists. Supposedly they know all the dead. Narve! You have some Narve?
I suppose I should be thankful, so thanks.
Choi?
Do I look like a memorialist? Ask someone else. Good riddance.
I almost didn't think I was going to make it out of there alive. You're a saint in human flesh. Choi. Of course oh, no, I haven't. I really am helpful. I mean, usually.
You're lucky he can't help you. More trouble in this world, believe me.
What? Helping people is never trouble, and it's always worth it. He gives a kind smile. Who are you again?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, can't you step somewhere else, please? I want to pick... Oh, this is torture! Can't I attack him? Yeah, well, here, let's heal
Much better.
himself. Okay.
All right.
You can heal too, can't you? Let's heal yourself.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Don't mention it.
Of course.
It's your ability, so. And I think that's what Motley dropped. And I think I want to have what Motley dropped. Ah! Ah. Ah. And maybe if we leave and come back, maybe they will step. They will move. Please move.
I want you to leave and never come back.
Fine.
Kimona. Shimona. Ooh!
All right.
Ah. Yes. Scroll notes. Yes. Okay, let's look at what we picked up. We have a medium-range weapon. It's a crossbow. This is a basic crossbow, a bow assembly mounted horizontally on a wooden stock. It's slower than an ordinary bow, but has great accuracy. Medium-ranged weapon. Maybe that's for Tibia? This has 4 energy damage, max plus 15 and plus 15 on attacks. And this has 5, max plus 6, but no bonus. No bonus. But if anyone should use it, then it's Tibia, so you get it, even if you don't need it. But now you have it. And the stink charge, another stink charge. We have too many. Oh no, that's mine. That's my stink charge. Item. Concentrated spray flash. Yeah, I mean, if that's, then shouldn't it? Yes, this. We have the beads of Mother Temas. We have many buzzers. I think we want to sell these buzzers. So what we sell is going to go to Elegant. Battle axe. Buzzer. Battle axe. Shadow flower. This flower has an everlasting, pulsating light blue glow that becomes stronger with few lights around it. Curiously, the pulsation period is approximately equal to the heart rate of a relaxed human. On occasion, and for no apparent reason, the pulse quickens as if in fear or anger. In absolute darkness, it blooms with a light beyond the visual spectrum. Nice. Oddity. Mace. Also, I don't need mace. 4 and 3, 4. Yeah. The rest is oddities. Weapons, artifact, oddity. Oh, that's usable. I did not know. Bam. Oddity. Let's put the usable oddities down there. Because why not? These are the weapons. Okay, so there's at least some kind of order here. I like to arrange my inventory. This makes me happy. Okay. Okay. And let's... Okay. Good.
On it.
And now, let's go for another thumbnail opportunity. Bams.
I'm ready.
That was it. Yep. Good. Okay. There's the peoples. What happens if we step outside?
Ready.
Let's not go through the whisper log, but let's step outside and see what, after we killed the children of the Endless Gate in the Necropolis entrance, see
Fine.
what the other children think of that.
Fine.
What's that? The floating darkness before you looks a little like the dying minim you saw earlier, only this one is even more closed. It is furled tight like a black, unblossomed rose, as if it was looking for something to bring it to life. You have a sudden gag reflex. Something lurches in your chest. Something inside your body is reacting to the minim, trying to get out. Okay, let's examine it. The more you look at the minim, the more it seems to you like an unpollinated flower. It is dormant and looking for something to bring it to life, but what? Okay, let's vomit at the minim. As soon as you open your mouth, a slick black cloud surges out, emptying your lungs of air completely. As the black flecks are from the dying minim, but they changed, somehow, inside your body. The cloud floats toward, and I spat again. The cloud floats toward the minim. Where it touches, the minim becomes more diffuse, less a clot and more of a cloud, expanding, unfurling, until its dark center is revealed, and within that center, a pulsing red light and a welcoming warmth that carries with it the echoes of sounds you are not hearing around you. Yet the black sludge continues to spew from your lungs. Spew. Society for the of elves would, I don't know. From your lungs. You are unable to control it, retching out more and more until finally, when it feels as though you're going to pass out, the last of slips Last of it slips past your tongue. You feel weaker, but at least it's out of your body now. Let's walk through it. You step into the warm, red darkness, and it swallows you, turning you into smoke and sparks. You drift and swirl through a black void, floating toward another patch of flickering red. Then suddenly you are somewhere else.
Yes. Now.
The floating darkness has awakened, where before it was as dull and empty as an abandoned cave. Now, within its darkness, you see a flickering red, like the reflection of a fire. A comforting warmth comes from within, carrying with it the echoes of sounds you're not hearing around you. Bams! Nice! I like the effect that just looks like Gary's mod gone crazy. Tantalum. Haven't read any tombs yet. I remember when I was just starting out too. Bright-eyed, hopeful, you have a lot to look forward to. What do you have to trade? I have some stuff to trade here. Elegon, don't need that or that. Doesn't need that either and hates these things. Let's sell the Howden. Let's sell the Heavenly Submission. And the Shadow Flower. Yep. And let's continue with the game, shall we? Yes, we shall.
Let's do it.
You know, Aratus. Do you remember?
All right.
Okay.
Happy to help.
And walk into the light.
All right.
Don't drink the water. Sometimes stuff happens as when you after you did other things. So let's see if something happened after I killed the children of the Endless Gate. Some of the children of the Endless Gate.
Yes.
But I don't think that's the case right now.
If you want a job done right.
Kolo, Nutley, what do you see? What do you say about that? Ah, nothing, it seems. Okay. Blob. Bams. Bams. Bams the blob. What?
What nonsense comes now?
Use the sane proverbius, free him, it makes no
Murder, little guy.
Free him how?
Climb the obelisk.
Reach the portal, it may crush him, but he will not
Bear
the weight any longer. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's a nice guy, this Blob of 3. Walk into the darkness. Yeah. Hey, Perseia. She still mutters.
Here comes the boredom slayer.
Maybe we should climb that. I think this is what we're going to do just in a second. And this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. Stupid webcam. Stupid, stupid, stupid. No. Ah! Yeah, no auto exposure, but this is what I want. This is totally fine. This is okay. Ha! Webcam. Why can't you do that automatically? Stupid webcam. Arg! Donovan Russ. Hello. Nothing more.
Luca Meragialle.
Talira Makareth. Okay. Then we will get back into the Whisper Lock. Oh, and go to these Pipals. Beltrux and Ronos Kaisur. Step through the darkness. Walk into the darkness today. Hey there. Hello again, my friend. Do you know... Tell me how long have the children been here? Any more about the minims? Not really, just walk in one, walk out the other. They're the best way to get around the valley, the only way in most cases. Choi. He seems taken aback by your question. Choi? I remember that name. It was from a tomb in the Necropolis, though I don't remember anything else about it. The name only stuck in my mind because of the strange way the tomb made me see it. I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. You'll have to see for yourself. Just remember to hold your breath. I remember I had joined one of the memorialists for her rounds that day. That particular marker was in tomb 4221 at Choi. Okay, thank you. Safe travels to you, friend. Safe ones at least. Ronos Kaisul, have you taken care of the cultists? The longer it takes, the more I fear for all of us. He puts his hand across his eyes. I'm sorry, I shouldn't rush you. How can I help you? Again. Do you know the code? Then Talira was successful. Oh, joy! The look of relief on his face is palpable. His expression turns to worry. And as I don't know the passcode, Talira said if something should happen to her that we should seek the name of the Caretakers Prince. But I do not know what this means. Perhaps its finding will come more easily to you. So we should... I mean, we already have the passcode, and we even freed them people. But this is a Caretakers, so maybe the Caretakers Prince will be able to help us again. This tall obelisk is I know. No, nothing new. Leave the statue. Okay. Now we want to step back into the Whisper Lock. Welcome back, Roxy. Ooh, yeah. Roxy, yeah. Weißt du was? Wasser ist Leben. Für uns alle. Auf ein frohes Wasserleben. Did you just eat, or were you gone for a different reason? Goody, goody, goody.
All right.
Let's step into the Necropolis. For the last 14 minutes. Jenkins, do you have anything more to say to me? No, you don't. Talira Kyo, do you have anything more to say to me? No, you don't. Maybe you, Utwag Los. No, you don't. And Narve the Blessed, maybe? No, he doesn't. So, let's step... took a shower, okay. Then let's step into the Whisperlock now. Whisperlock entered.
Yes.
I know, I want a better thumbnail. I think this will be the thumbnail for this stream. So, Eritis, don't look lazy. Look lively. Okay, that's okay. Is it Elegant, Eritis? Yeah, no. Get in pose, people. That's okay. Okay. Dabba, 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 dabba.
Yes. Now.
There we have it. Guni.
I'll remember that.
With a sigh, the shimmering field disintegrates into glimmering shards of light. Nice, excellent. 5 buttons. How is the new Bethesda sci-fi RPG called? I have no idea. I am really not up to date with current game news because I'm very much living in the past when it comes to games. But I know the biggest shit right now is Elden Ring, but that's not a science fiction game, and it's not from Bethesda, but from software, from software, and it's a Souls-like. So this is not what you're asking. I didn't even know that they were going to do a science fiction RPG, but I'm looking forward to that if they want to. 5 buttons are arrayed around a central hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. An indecipherable display glows on the bottom, whereas 6th button would otherwise be. Okay, that's a display. A number has been crudely carved into the surface of the 5 buttons. Press the hexagon in the center. It depresses. Your finger comes away with a thick layer of dust. Otherwise, nothing happens. I know some locations. We have Najma. We have Inifair. We have Choi. No, then let's enter some other. Let's go to Najma. Yeah, let's go to Najma. 4135. Done. When the 4th hexagon illuminates, a field of energy forms around you. A tight, sucking sensation pulls at your gut, then suddenly you are somewhere else. Many tombs. It looks like there are many tombs. Okay, let's interact. Zahir El-Shami. Eliandri.
On my way.
Adam Darby. Rick Arnold.
Go.
Kenneth Holm Tronrod. There's something tucked behind this marker. You struggle to wrench it free. As soon as you do, you realize, through an odd twist in your gut more than anything else, that this is some cast-off's marecaster. You tuck it away and turn your attention to the epitaph. These flowers are complex arrays of circuitry, each petal covered in carefully laid copper wires. Ooh, this, if anyone would give me flowers, this is what I want. Filaments run from the petals into a ruddy strong glass sheath, ending in a now dead diode. The entire device pulses with inner heat. Beautiful, beautiful Naima, or Najma, a casualty of a war that she had nothing to do with. 99 till 2003, that's a young girl?
All right.
His fight came to an abrupt end with the realization that truth is irrelevant. All that matters in society is belief. Those that see the truth outside accepted beliefs can suffer in silence or cry out in futility one last time before they disappear. Peter the Wonder Goth. And that's all we do here. Okay. The console here is similar to the one in the Necropolis entrance. There are 5 buttons, each with a number carved into them. Did the memorialists carve these numbers in every tomb? But there are additional buttons as well. 6 edge buttons surrounding the carved ones are lit. 6 edge buttons. Each of these has an arrow scratched into it, pointing away from the center. The small hex in the center is glowing as well. If you're interpreting the illuminated symbols correctly, you are currently in tomb 4135. That's correct. Let's go to a different location, which is... Yeah. What happens if we press the same that we're in? Okay, it just reloads the scene. Okay. Okay.
Go.
I have other codes. Motley 5143 5 1 4 3. When the 4th hexagon illuminates, a field of energy forms around you, and you feel the same tight, sucking sensation at your gut. Oddwald the Sane. Are you sure? Time is tolerable in increments of a single millimeter. And other stuff. Is this a thought, a strain? Oh, okay.
All right.
As you poke through the supplies, Oddwald howls. Do I put my fingers in your brain? Leave it alone now! How do you plan to stop me? Through words and suasion. I hope it won't come to violence. My fragile bones aren't good for that. I'll leave it alone. My thoughts, thank you. What can you tell me about yourself? Why, my friend, I am Oddwald. Oddwald the Sane, Oddwald the Magnificent, Oddwald the true seer, and keeper of the past, the one who knows, the one who remembers, the one who hides, and the one who laughs. He pushes some of his gew gags around on the floor, creating an intricate pattern, or perhaps just a mess. They said I was mad. Carcass, mind a melted machine. When did they come in to see? I did not open the eyes to let them taste the colors of my thoughts, but they swept the knowledge into me and out of me, and all that's left is dust. He drums an arrhythmic pattern into the dust of the tomb's floor. After a moment, he scatters his assembled junk with a swipe of one hand. The pieces fly randomly, but each lands during one of the beats, and they land in a straight line. He gathers the pieces. Insight. Foreknowledge. Intuition. A predator's mind trapped in the prey's body. See the puzzle fit together and find the nearest boat hole. What? I have traveled far, and my journey is at an end, and not at the destination I expected. I have come to a loss. My name is Oddwald. What you doing here? Doing? All the myriad delights of life lie before me. Breathing, heart beating, observing, digesting, expressing, micturating, pontificating, answering, ruminating. It is a good time to be alive, to be alive. He shoves a piece of his junk. Say, I am discovering myself and the world and the hidden parts of the universe. Listen, these tombs, I know them. They sing to me. They're new children, the children and their gate. I know of them. I even know the fearful Innifair. They are not secrets, though they are secretive. Look around you. You see the walls? I see the history, the past, the future, the potential. I line up probabilities and then I push them around until they are true. And when I understand the patterns, I retain the patterns. So, what am I doing here? Learning. He gathers up his junk again. He lays down a piece, pattern matching. Okay. What can you tell me about the children of the Endless Gate? He lowers his head and smiles. And sun management? Okay. Let's continue. They know me, I know them, and when they come with ill intent, when they come as friends, I greet them warmly and keep an open otherwhere at my back. When they come as enemies, they cannot find me. These doors to the other worlds, I have opened them. One brought me here. One opened my mind, and no one can see me. But that's I don't know, that's not what I was going for with all this settings. Okay. One brought me here, one opened my mind and spilled my thoughts out, one taught me to put my thoughts back in. He has a handful of small bones. You don't know where he found them. He casts them on the floor and laughs to himself and scoops them back up. So strange to think of a mind as a place to store thoughts. Only by custom, only by memory. Much better to find a place for your thoughts in the world. Of course, then you have to worry about someone stealing your thoughts. Useful? Yeah, theirs is a door that might best be closed, but the opening comes unless... But unclose it. Your brothers, see? But don't act. They speak, but never listen. The opening is an opening. I have places to go, places to hide. Those here, they're stuck in one perception. What? They are children of a mistake. The gate, I mean. Keep it closed, I say. End it. Not endless. Any fair? Who knows a sibling better than a brother? Who has forgotten the face of his father but remembered his acts? Who has seen a broken mind turned into a vengeful thing? He has no taste for blood, nor for flesh, but his children bring him these morsels anyway. They do not heed his advice. They call him lord, but he is their slave. Poor Innifair. Alive, misremembered, misinterpreted. He regards his junk pile. Alive, wasted in fear. Aha. Inifer does not hunger for blood. He hides because of his... He pauses and looks through the bits scattered in front of him. Sorrow? Do not be like him. Do not hide. I need more clouds in my life. Yeah. And did you know anyone who's read The Dark Tower by Stephen King who has forgotten the face of his father? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, farewell. Well, fair. Oh no, I fare nowhere.
I'm going.
Unending, unchanged, yet to begin. Before now, time. Now, before time. Empty words to fill an unremarkable void. Entropy is the only truth to remain unchanged. Semage trebere. Semage. Nemage. I know. Still not read it. No, I didn't mean you, but... And anyway, that's 7 books, I think, The Dark Tower. If you only read The Dark Tower, there are other books that play with the same characters in the same world of the Dark Tower universe. And if you want to read them, I think it's about 15 books. So I don't expect you to.
I'm ready.
I just think you should. Look, man, no hands! Min Yang Tang.
Of course.
Okay. So we were at Motley's, isn't it? 5143. Why did Motley have a note with these numbers? Okay, a different tomb that we know. 1535. And 1 5 3 5. This is Phoenix Tomb now. Ooh.
At
Is
last.
this supposed to look like it? Like the way it does?
I'll remember that.
This nearly human face has been sculpted to look like it is emerging from the stone floor. As you draw near, the mouth suddenly begins to move. It speaks in an unfamiliar tongue and you feel a light touch across your mind. The face continues speaking, adjusting pitch and vibration of its words as it zeroes in on a shared language. The jumble of noise becomes recognizable speech quickly, and the face becomes more human. You recognize the face. It is that of Phoenix, the enigmatic man in the valley. The verse is surprisingly pleasant and warm. I am Phoenix, seeker of knowledge, lover of wisdom, questioner of the truth. I found ways to bend space and fold reality, but it was not enough to keep death from my door. If you are hearing this message, I am missing a part of my consciousness. I have communicated with it and feel its presence nearby, but it does not return. The voice fades, taking with it the memory of the language it spoke. Ooh. Okay.
Go.
I think Phoenix will want to know that. How high that highest candle lights the dark. By Defet Burlecamp.
All right.
In honor of nearly 100,000 souls who gave willingly and bravely to this world, it is a monument carved from their torment, from their dreams to yours. The Believer's Cenotaph. If you think, what? Every time I read out these epitaphs, it's made by the backers of this game. That's why they are weirder than they should be. Here I am again. Yeah. Okay, so now that's Phoenix. Inferent Choi. Let's go to Choi's tomb. Or, you know what? Let's just move this thing around. Press an arrow. The outer 6 glowing buttons frame the inner segments, one button aligned with each side of a hexagon. Each one has an arrow etched into its surface pointing outward. It really doesn't matter. Let's randomly explore the Necropolis. The arcane humanoid shimmers and displaces across multiple versions of itself in a blink. So quick is the motion that you almost doubt your senses. The black-clad being makes slow, deliberate movements. Its eyes like dull, grey jewels set into an expressionless face. You sense a malevolence caged. Its voice is deep and rich. I hate deep voices. I am Silver. You are a fellow Seekeress, yes? Tantalum has sent me to learn the secrets of the valley. I can smell the desire on your skin, but not the success. I have explored many of them and learned many things. Tantalum has said I will find secrets here. He is correct. Keep up the search and your desires will see a reward. What have you found? His strange face shifts through a variety of shapes. Truths of the old worlds reveal themselves to me. Secrets of time and reality. The shifting of particles smaller than perception allows, under it all. They are not part of my truth. And what you doing here? Looking for the truth. My truth, not yours. I intend to find it. So, you believe Tantalum? Certainly. All of humanity's wisdom, and even much that is not of humanity, lies buried in this necropolis. It is only a matter of time and effort before one finds answers. If you wonder why I'm looking like this, it's because my voice is deeper when I do it, when I push down my neck like this. What are you? I am an acolyte, a seeker of knowledge, a devourer of artifacts, a stumbler on the path of truth, an answer for the unanswerable. Okay. May you find what you seek.
All right.
Einar, I the Traveler. Jan Amos. Borshudi.
Yes. Now.
That's the maiden name of Cutie Cat's mother.
Let's go.
With a spunk bomb.
I'm ready.
Equizilos. There was once an epitaph here, but it appears to have been worn away by time. With the name plague, Sir Dan.
I'm ready.
Okay, Dapper Dan. Random direction. Bams. Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. Remital Garamond. Lord Paul. Keith Fisher. Sir Samuel Wharton. EOS 777. And Cryptodynamic.
Let's go.
Only his sheer idiocy could compete with the naive delusion of grandeur poisoning his every choice in life. Alive, wasted, and best forgotten. Fritz Wilhelm the Fool. Okay, Fritz Wilhelm was a fool, I think. That's what his epitaph even says. I'm pretty sure the Cachorro killed me. Cole Norden. And I know what's happening here. Even without looking at my picture. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. And random place again. And just a short, clear chat because, you know. Hiro. Ooh. All you can tell about this man is that he is clothed in red robes, with a pipe in one hand and a staff in the other. Is he a weary traveler, a seeker of relics? Perhaps the pipe and staff are heirlooms from his ancestry. Hiro. I know we have read this name before here in Torment. I don't remember where. And it stuck with me because I thought of Hero Protagonist from Neil Stephenson's first book. The first book. One of his good books. One thing is not in question, the look of disgust on his face. You're an explorer. Let me guess. Tantalum sent you down here too, didn't he? He tell you to come find Hiro. Well, you found me. Tantalum. That Drake, that sodden lag nibber, that scabrous Talk. I'll bet he does this to everyone. Sent them off on a wild chase with promises of deep and secret knowledge, and then laughs about it to himself. What you doing here? I'm an explorer, relic hunter, theorist, and now, apparently, the man who missed his funding deadline with his investors because of a stupid prank by that craft eater, Tantalum. How many tombs have you read? If you ask Tantalum, not enough. If you ask me, far too many. You know him too. Unfortunately, I was looking for ways to tie together a theory about certain gravity-bending civilizations, but Tantalum diverted me by saying I'd find my answers if I read enough tombs. So yes, I know him, that bastard. Why did you believe Tantalum? Why wouldn't I? What kind of schist gnasher waits at a place of historical significance in order to steer people wrong? Have you found anything? Craft, schist, in other words, precisely nothing. That's not precisely true. I found this worthless piece of junk in a tomb, doubtless dropped there by some other sap, duped into Tantalum's errand. Worthless. Can't even break it down for shins. Here, a reminder not to listen to buffoons. A circulating marecaster. Within the endless loop of this strange alembic golden fluid... strange alembic. Alembic. It's something you use for alchemy. Golden fluid froths, fumes, and then precipitates back into the boiling beaker where it began. You cannot quite trace the pathway the substance follows. It almost seems that it is not a liquid at all, but rather some kind of organism endlessly and agonizingly transmuted within the unbreakable confines of the device. Ew. Okay. Though I suppose I must admit to having learned something. I've learned that death is inevitable and that Tantalum is a fraud. That my own death draws closer every second I waste on his foolish task. Anything else? Oh, nothing except the truth that... Yeah. Alright, farewell. If I ever see Tantalum again, I'll show him what these tombs are good for. I'll in turn myself. He puffs angrily on his pipe. You know what? I'm going to go find him right now. He strides away, realizes that you have spoken to him, and stops. He turns. My apologies. You're not to blame. Farewell yourself. And then you sweep from the room. Elegant jerks a thumb at the departing man. Fellow's got a good perspective on things. I'll show that cringing halfwit. Okay,
All right.
You do that. I read about Tanner the Lawyer, or Marduk Curious, or even Adam Sandermeyer, who's a relative of Christian Muck,
Yes.
who thinks he knows here lies Bob Rudell, but instead is in love with Zachary Daran.
Let's go.
I was running from death my whole life. Died nevertheless, but happily tired. By Vladimirovich. Yes.
Go.
Okay. Shiroxy, or anyone else who's here. You have the choice. Should we? Now, go into these Marecasters and kind of... What happens then, you ask? It's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure book within Torment Tides of Numenera. And we can choose options, and then the story continues, and it's really just text over text over text with some nice pictures. Should we do that, or should we continue with exploring these tombs? And we only have 10 minutes left anyway. So this would be the last thing. Should we explore all these tombs, including Inifers and Choice, or should we do one of the Marecasters? Cube's broken. Beats I don't need. But this thing. Wear it like an eye patch. And nothing happens. Okay. Seeing as you... what you chose, I think we will continue just pressing the buttons randomly. Because the Marecasters take some time to do, and also it's best when people are... What's happening? Here. Again, we meet a strange humanoid calling itself Silver. It seems different though. Upset. More tombs, more tantalum, more searching. Frustration boils under its calm tones. Oh, this was calm. Must search, must know. It turns and methodically bangs its head into the wall of the tomb. Must! Are you alright? Silver, a seeker, a curse. A question, seeking an answer, driven to find it. Are you under some kind of curse? Trouble, air, thirst, knowledge, despair. Silver jerks and twitches. Epiphanies do not reveal themselves. No moments of inspiration. A single oily droplet oozes from its forehead. But I must continue. What are you talking about? A man torn in time and knowledge. A man? Yes. Not a construct. Not a shell. Mind in a shell! Did Tantalum do something to you? No. Tantalum, he is the sender, the giver, the mortal who knows secrets. He sends quests. Silver seems disoriented, jerking about as if someone controlled his movements. Silver holds up his hands. No! Stop! Questions. Too much. Compulsion rises. Must find new tomb. He clutches his hands to his head. Trapped in numbers. Trapped in prime form. Rolling through differentials. Imaginary and substance must find tomb. He stops and draws himself together. His voice has changed, becoming flat and emotionless. I must go. These are all prime numbers? No, that's not correct. How can I help? Something about your words or your manner manages to crack the calm of Silver's face. Tantalum set me on this course. Follow the tombs. Find the secret that will set me free. Okay, bye, Silver. Phew.
Yes.
Tough for him. Twitch. Oscar David Blasco Garcia.
I'm going.
Sania Dlackwell. Baglow.
Fine.
Okie dokie. Okay, random stuff. I once tried to understand how the tombs work, just so you know why I'm doing this all randomly. But they are not they're not constructed in any way that makes sense. So when you go right in this tomb and then because I once tried to do a circle and I didn't come back to where I started. So nobody understands these.
All right.
Mage of the Year. Will the Airedale
I'm ready.
Uvatha. William James Cuff. Why do I know that name? Delta Chuck.
Look out below!
Above!
Above!
Sideways!
Sideways!
Try as you might, you cannot discern any meaning from this inscription. Name plague? A picnic. Okay. I understand that I don't understand anything. Randomly. Boom. Chakalaka. Boom, boom. Boom, chakalaka. Boom, boom, boom. And the good thing about doing it randomly is that I think we don't go back to the same.
Yeah.
We don't go back where we have been before.
Doing it now.
Or at least that's highly improbable. Naveen Nuna.
All right.
Peter Kaptein. Ah, something for Captain Greenbear. Eje Holmström.
Fine.
Xenon. My journey is at its end. Astrid Williams.
Yes. Now.
So that was life, huh? What's next? Daniel Cunha.
Go.
Next tomb. Random tomb. You know what we're doing here? We are tomb randomer. Not Tomb Raider, tomb randomer. Okay. I feel I get even more stupid when I feel no one's talking to me. And just let's bams.
Let's go.
Krulak. Aguluka.
These ciphers are killing me.
Are making me thirsty. You don't know if you just blinked or if the tomb around you somehow snapped into a different reality. Nothing significant seems to have changed except you have an additional cipher that you're certain wasn't there before. Philiactery. Summons a humanoid husk to fight by your side. A tear-shaped vial fits where a lens would be expected on the opposite end of a labile contoured eyepiece. As the oddly large pendant on a fitted chain it emanates a cool blue glow. The vial is almost full with a liquid, but its composition is a mystery because there appears to be no way to access the contents. A small hologram indicates a figure crying into the device and placing it upon the ground. But as the vial is already full, your tears should not be required. Once placed upon the ground, the hologram claims a useful compatriot will appear. That sounds interesting. And I think that's exactly what Eritas would like. Huh? Well, a friend for you? That's good, isn't it? And something else just happened. That I wanted to remember. What was that? Did it even have to do with the game? Ah! I don't recall. Something with a webcam, maybe? Yes, the music. I turned it down during the fighting, and now we're back. Okay, what's that? Amadou Solamo and Paul Vardy's Vondrag. Goody, goody, goody. Another random location. I think after this one... it's the arcane humanoid Silver. He's not as erratic as he was when you saw him last, but his eyes carry an intense look. He stretches his hands out toward you. They're trembling. You carry the Philiactery. I see it under your clothing. I sense it in the air around you. Let me touch it. I beseech you, let me. What does it do? It will show you truth. It will give me form. It will allow me revelation. Okay. He yanks it from your hand and turns it over and over. Yes. Yes. The husk will serve. Only a few adjustments are needed. He fiddles with the phylactery too quickly for you to follow what he has done. There. That should give it form so long as it retains a consciousness. Now. He holds it to his eye socket, and lights begin to swirl around his head. Liquid fills the vial. Tears streaming from his eye and streamers of luminescent fog weave themselves together around the vial. He sets the cipher on the ground. It dissolves, and a moment later a new body stands before Silver. A middle-aged man with a sharp and curious face. Silver steps forward, studying the man, and then reaches out and touches this new body's forehead. Lightning jolts through both of them. The new man opens his eyes and flexes his fingers. He wiggles his toes. He starts to laugh. He stretches and stands tall, standing fully erect in a moment. Unashamed, he throws his arms around you in a grateful embrace and whispers, "Thank you, friend. Thank you. I have been trapped in that body for decades. It drove me, and I fought with its guidance until I found Tantalum. He gave me the key, or perhaps unknowingly, that allowed me to open the door to find Sir C's. These tombs." He looks around him wistfully. "The answers are here." He turns back to you. "You have rescued me. For this I would give you a gift. One gift, and then I must go. The world beckons." "What happened to you?" "I once sought knowledge in the ways of the ancients. I was trained as a Nano, and I thought to increase my power. What a fool I was. I entered the frightful bloom near Sargus cliffs and discovered an artifact lost within, the body form you see here. I touched it and my consciousness transferred within, and its failsafe mechanisms enslaved me to its requirements. I lost myself. I lost my time. I do not... No. I will not speak of this. Let me tell you instead what I can offer you in thanks. That body form has many uses and defenses. I can give you a weapon that will literally extract the blood from a person at range, a cipher that can attack the minds of your enemies, or I can teach you some of what I have learned while in the vile machine. Knowledge of its machinery that may aid you in the future. What do you desire? I have a machine expert already. With Elegant. So I think I want the ranged weapon. Even though teach me what you know is what the old or what I most definitely chose when I played it the first time. So let's do something different. Gravitational Overseer. Ooh. Bleeding. Bleeding is nice. This blue metal device is made up of a complex array of discs facing outward with a long tapering end to point at your target. Controls have been cobbled onto the alien device. When aimed at the target, an amount of the victim's bodily fluid blood compresses while still in their body, before being drawn at high velocity into the device. The machine heads up momentarily. The fluid captured by the Overseer does not appear to be manifest anywhere, and it is not clear where it goes. Okay. Ooh. His eyes gleam. Then his fingers dance across the construct's chest, and the chest cavity opens wide. Inside, ancient machineries gleam and spark. He wrestles loose some of the pieces and hands you a complex array of discs with a tapered end. This should serve you well. Let the device crumble now. He slaps a toggle inside and the shell begins to disintegrate. Now I must go. I must see through my own eyes again. To be free. He fairly leaps for the exit. Farewell and thank you. Thank you. Yes. I think this is exactly what he needs. Light weapons, medium, melee heavy. Medium ranged weapon, light ranged. 4 energy, max plus 12. 7 physical, and 2 relativistic. Ignores resistance damage. What do I know what energy damage does? No, it doesn't say. Okay. And it bleeds for 3 rounds. Rounds. Yep. But he can't use the shield then. Fuck it. Okay, this does 20 evasion, so this does 15. And next enemy that makes a mini attack on this character gets knocked down. Which I don't use anyway. Plus 15, and plus 2 might pool. But I don't use might. So maybe the Star's Kiss is better for my little cast-off guy? But I don't think I will ever use Star's Kiss when I can use other... when I have other options. So no. Great! New weapon. Fine. Robert Campbell. Brento Sinclair. Quode. Static. Sounds like a Vulcan. I have lived in many worlds and have been called different names. This is but another in which a part of me now lives. Paulie. Everyone I know and love is dead, and I am tired. So tired. I think I will rest if just for a little while. Do not let the disability inherit you. In a world of rabbits, the one-eyed fox is king. Is like rain. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Okay. Let's go to this T guy. Talira? No. Press the central hexagonal and we get back. That's the let's go back button, which we pressed just now. And now let's go to...
the very soul of action.
I forgot his name. But you know who I mean. The trader just outside the doors. Riders. Oh, yeah, I know that. Tantalum. That's his name.
Above.
Sideways.
Sideways.
I'm seeing the series of the valley. Let's talk about something else. I met Silver. He said he knew you. Ah. And how is that delightful creature? How has it been doing on its particular task? What is Silver? What kind of creature? Human, I suspect, though in a strange shape. Strange shape indeed. What's he looking for? Oh, that's for him to decide. But I imagine it's not an answer he seeks. More like he's seeking himself. Or itself, if you prefer. Silver claims something. Compelled? No. I merely suggested that if he wanted to return to his human form, he should seek the tombs for knowledge. You do know he's trapped in that body, yes? Chances are good that if he searches enough of them, he'll find what he needs. And I told him that in the strongest possible terms. I freed him. Is that so? Because that would explain his odd behavior. Well, good for you. Maybe you did learn something after all, eh? Go right ahead. Just remember, those answers won't seek themselves. Hiro says you're a fraud, but I want to tell you that I have visited 57 tombs. Read about 50. Ah. You did? You really did? The echoes of his laughter make the dome atop his head ring and shiver in harmony. You're stubborn, my friend. Most people give up by this point, worn down by the sheer monotony of the task. I almost feel bad for sending you down there. I should probably have considered what I'd say to you, but I honestly didn't think you'd make it this far. Maybe I... Just let me give you the truth. Truth is that the sun is desperately bright, which we mitigated just now. Truth is, I was just playing a game. I do it with everyone who comes to the valley looking for secrets or deeper truth. They say, "Oh, Tantalum, tell me what you've uncovered here." But there's no deep secrets to be found. Just memories of the dead. The big secret. The memorialists are carved and death is inevitable. And maybe you shouldn't trust anyone who says he can help you find what you seek. Not much of a secret like it, but it's what I know. Open for suggestions, as always. Ah, it's still there. I very much understand. Free. Thank you. It's not lazing around. You'd have done that work for anyone, is my point. So what I was doing was waiting for. I was trying to. Fine. All right. Fine. I could have chosen a better way to get that message across than taking advantage of people willing to work hard. It's so much fun to watch people start off with their heads full of big ideas about the riches they're going to make, the power they'll uncover. So few of them actually follow through on it. You're right, I shouldn't have rewarded their work, your work, with a smug lecture, but still. But why would you do that? Look, it's really just as simple as this. Most people who come through here are looking for the past for their answers. They're not living in the present. They are hoping for fixes from antiquity. I get that history has lessons for us, but history is also dead. I want the living to confront the notion that they are wasting their lives. I agree to an extent, Shiroxy. I think Sargus Cliffs was prettier and there was more diversity. Good term at this day. But also the Necropolis, it's always tomb after tomb after tomb. I think it's a little boring looking. I agree very much. But the next place we will visit, Mila West, will make up for that. So Hiro was right. You are a fraud. If you didn't question what you were doing, and if you believed what some random kaka tells you to be true, maybe the problem is not with me. Maybe you should examine your own actions and choices. I didn't make you do a damn thing. Okay, farewell. And to you. So that was Tantalum. Endless Gate, yeah. Ooh, tell Phoenix I found his tomb. This, yeah, one thing to do. Okay. Phoenix.
Of course.
Phoenix. Yeah. That's what Phoenix do. Phoenix. Walk into the light today.
Why not?
Hello there, Phoenix. Oh, you brag. He seems slightly surprised. I found your mark on the Necropolis. The note contains a code to your tomb.
Making a note.
He takes the note from you, scrutinizing it intently. He shimmers and flickers momentarily and then exerts himself to remain material through a force of visible will. That would explain why I could not understand myself. An artificial construct in my mind. I am dead and manifest again. Have I mastered time? He takes an internal inventory. No. I am a particular shade, a remnant, an echo of what could have been. I shall fade then and hope that my lesson remains. I thank you. Knowledge is precious. Treasure yours, and now I will rest. Farewell. With a flicker of light, the yawning of a consciousness roused and returning to oblivion, he flickers away into the air. A faint hiss is the only marker of his passage. Ooh, faint? That wasn't faint. Ooh, Elegant! Okay, one last thing. Let's level up. Okay, Elegant, what you do? What to do, choo-choo. Choo-choo train. He doesn't use that much intellect, does he? Let's give him some might. Bams.
Fine.
And you, Eritus. What about Cha? Oh, I can do anything with you. Okay. Character sheet. Skill. Nothing he really needs. No. Or ability. Cancel. Then let's increase his edge. His might edge. He is our warrior and he doesn't do anything else. I don't need him for anything else. Yep.
I'm an even better pummeler of villains than I was before.
Yes, that you are, Eratus, that you are. Okay, dokie. We will continue on Thursday. What day is today? It must be Tuesday, mustn't it? Yes. First of all, let's... I did a quick save, that's enough. And thank you for staying with me all this time, especially you, Shiroxy. And we'll continue this game on Thursday, again, at 3 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. We will not play as long as we normally do. I play with you. We will not play as long as we normally do, because 21 Uhr Deutschland spielt. And so we will play from 1930 until about 2040. Because we want to see the game, the match. Germany against Hungary. Okay, don't be hungry. Apropos hungry, I do need something to eat. I wish you a very pleasant day. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Shroxy, I tried... I think I will edit this video just now, because then I will remember your request. And don't forget it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Shroxy, and all the others. Bye-bye.